Alright, alright. We're back. The crash has been reined in. I want to bring up a last couple of things on this. As I was saying, Theosophy took Hinduism, Buddhism, Kabbalah, Hermeticism, spiritualism, and merged all of this together into this idea of ageless wisdom, creating a blueprint for eclectic practitioners, and where we mix the deities from the multiple pantheons onto one altar, and we tie together chakra, tarot, runes, and crystals all into one system, and we just kind of make everything syncretically compatible. This this DIY syncretic universalism, where chakra is tied to tarot, and tarot is tied to runes, and it's all tied to crystals, and all the gods are on one altar from 80 different pantheons, and everything has a little bit of the truth. This right here, this main point. I saved it as the last point. It is the biggest, arguably Theosophy's biggest downstream cultural move. This is the biggest offender of stealth Theosophy. These things that I have listed, between the Akashic records, between the syncretization, the downloads, transmissions, the ascended Master Jesus, these things are all stuff Theosophy wrote about in the 1800s. We have not shook ourselves off of this. Blavatsky and the Theosophical movement is almost single-handedly responsible for the Victorian revival of the occult. Our modern occult revival would not exist if it was not for Theosophy. That needs to be recognized. And in recognizing that, we need to also break free of it. These terms, these phrases, these teachings, we need to move away from them. We need to pull away and detach. Because while something can give birth to something, the child of that thing does not need to be connected to what gave birth to it. Just because Theosophy is our beginning does not mean Theosophy has to be the path we walk this whole time. Theosophy created a vocabulary, and it created a method. It gave us a syncretic map that organizes karma and reincarnation and subtle bodies and spiritual hierarchies and cosmic evolution into one single grand story. Much of what circulates in today's neo-pagan movements, in today's New Age movements, in the eclectic occult spaces, are all just the pieces of that story being told over and over again. We're just recasting it in new idioms of channeling, of transmissions and downloads, of pop psychology, of this big social media movement of the occult. It's just leaning on Theosophy. Recognizing this lineage is very important. It helps us find the parts of our practice, because there are parts of it that carry incredible social and ethical baggage. So if you take nothing else from anything I've ever put on this channel, if there is nothing else you have learned from this channel, sit down today, tonight, whenever you see this, think about your practice, think about the words you're using, think about the concepts that you are using, and ask yourself, is this Theosophy? Is this Blavatsky? Am I repeating the ideas and system of a bigoted, racist, child kidnapping and grooming, literally mold creator for 1940s Germany this person, this terrible person who has stole and appropriated and kidnapped and groomed and said that the Semitic people are trash, that have said that the, Africans and African Americans are in a lower thing. This hateful, bigoted person who was so far removed from understanding anything about the glory of magic. Is it really her words and phrases and ideas that we want to sit here and not only be practicing, but be teaching other people? Sit and have this conversation with yourself. Remove this vocabulary. It will immensely change everything you do for the better. That's it for this video. I've got another one that I'm going to do in a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more, a little crash outy. But I am beyond the point of hysterics because I cannot stand Theosophy. I cannot stand it. It is. But this video is over. May your ancestors grant you the sweetest supportance, and may you have the most wonderful of dreams. Xiao Mu.